Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have the new patch. Well, not today, it was a couple days ago. It's on the 18th, as you can see right over here. I have the new patch for Medieval Dynasty, and this one has the horses. Very excited. I'm very excited to actually get to the horses. It does take a while to actually get them, but it is a pretty big step in the game, and I think it is the right step, and obviously we have seen this on the roadmap previously. But this is on the test branch, and they tell you how to do it right over here. I'm going to link this whole patch notes down below for you guys to check out as well. But just letting you guys know, I'm kind of sick, so I am going to try to keep this video a little bit shorter because my voice hurts, but I still want to get this out to you guys. I was really bad 2 days ago. That's why I didn't really put this out. But I'm going to try to summarize everything that's added in this patch and all of that and keep it pushing. And just another quick thing, I'm going to go over the added, and I'm going to go over the updated. And there's a lot of stuff that was fixed, and most of the stuff is just small little bugs, small little issues, small little things with the quest. And like I said, you can check this out, but it's not like anything was really added over here or anything like that. It was just stuff that was already in the game, it broke, and now they fixed it. So that's pretty much the summary for this. But of course, you can check out each little thing that was fixed here. But we're going to go over the added and the updated. So let's read it. Here it is, version 0.3 to be tested on a test branch. Please pay special attention to writing. This is the very first iteration, so we're looking for thorough feedback here. Since it's a work in progress, please keep this in mind when you share content like this in streams or videos. Thanks in advance. Alrighty, let's get to it. So added. We got new building, stable, new animal horse, and new feature horse riding. Alrighty, so I did play the game, and one criticism I have off the gate is it takes way too long to actually get to be able to use a horse, if that kind of makes sense. And once you buy a horse from, what's it called? It should tell you somewhere over here. New building on maps, stable, and Hornica. Once you buy a horse here, you actually need to have a stable to put the horse in, so you can't just buy it and then ride it. You need a stable, and to get a stable, I think you need like, what is it, 5,000 points in one of the technologies, and I think that should be lowered, in my opinion. I think that's too high. I get it, it's supposed to be kind of like a mid to late game feature, but it would be cool if you can get it kind of early on, in my opinion. That's kind of my, criticism of it. But plus they cost 10,000, so it's like, in my opinion, if you're gonna make it cost 10,000, well, it costs 7,000 for the smaller horses, for like the baby horses, and then 10,000 for the stallion. So I'm thinking if you're gonna make it 10,000, I think you should, at that point, kind of make it a little bit less technology. But who knows? Maybe it's in a good place. You guys let me know. Then we have new gameplay features, challenges, and kings. And then we have a new game character, Harold, an NPC who gives challenges. So this is like little stuff that you can do to get a little bit of either Dynasty points or any other prize that has listed. Very cool. Good thing to add. It's like a, extra quest in a way. Then we have new harvesting tools, stone sickle, and iron sickle. Cool. Then we have new equipment for craft for horses. So they got saddle, horseshoes, and 3 types of saddlebags. So saddle, obviously, you need it to ride a horse. I think they start at 500. And there's also, obviously, you can get the saddlebags. Those are kind of like the saddle, except they give you a place to actually put your stuff, like extra carrying capacity, which is cool. They cost a lot more, though. And then horseshoes, it helps with your horse's stamina. If you obviously put the horseshoes on your horse, therefore they will have, I forgot if it's reduced stamina or if it's like a boost to stamina, one or the other. And then we have new building on map, the stable, and Hornica. You can buy horses from Leonard, but after the season changes on a load game. So if you're loading in a game, you have to wait a season. That's usually how all the stuff that's new and added kind of goes into the game after a season change. Then we have a division into female and male animals and farm animals. Some species currently lack male models, but still can reproduce. And then a new big feature, in my opinion, is farm animals can reproduce. There's a growing chance that the young will be born during the season change. Very cool, very much needed. Obviously makes sense. Good that it's added to the game. Then we have animals produce I can't say that word. I'm sorry. Animals produce. I don't know what it is. Maybe. Hey, listen. English is my second language. I don't want to hear it. There's some words that just stunlock me. All right. I don't want to hear a word of it in the comments. You understand me? So animals produce regeneratable resources like milk or wool during the season. Cool, makes sense. Very good additions to farm animals in my opinion. And more information about the animal has been added in the details window. Probably talking about these two new things. That's probably all the information that was added. And then animals die of old age. There it is. It makes sense. If they can reproduce, you got to give them a death date as well. You know, you don't want to make them get out of hand. You know, some will live, some will die. Makes sense. The option to sell animals from the management list has been added. You can mark them to be sold when the season changes. Again, very cool. A lot of stuff added to animals. Obviously, they stated that riding and also farming would have a lot of stuff added to this patch. And this is exactly what it is. So very good to see. Player can place waypoint on map that is visible on compass. Finally. They have new diplomacy skill progression. Each 10 coins earned in a single transaction adds 0.1 point to diplomacy skill. Makes complete sense and very good. You can get it up faster now. Then we have animals price is affected by talents. Very cool. We're going to see how that works. Obviously, you're just going to get a discount if you're more knowledgeable on it. Makes sense. Then we have poison reduction parameter is added to item description in inventory. Poison reduction parameter is added to item description in inventory. Okay, cool. Then we have game setting that allows to change sprint and crouch from hold to toggle. Nice. That's very good too. People always have a preference. You could either hold or toggle it. I like to toggle it, but some people do like the, what's it called? No, I like to hold it, sorry. I like to hold it, but I know some people do like to toggle it. And what this means, if you didn't know, it's like most games control is to crouch. And in some games, if you hit control once, he's going to stay crouched. If you hit control again, he's going to uncrouch. I don't like that personally. Most games that I grew up on, you need to hold that crouch button until, or that control, I said crouch button, that control button until you want to get up, right? And when you let go of the button, then you get up. Then we have graphic settings for contact shadows. Cool. Map movement with gamepad. Cool. Sounds for horses, sounds for sickles. We got a lot of new sounds for a lot of new things. For knife, for cudgel, shovel, spear, bows, axe, new swipe sounds. Just overall, a lot of new sounds. Very cool. Like I said, for fixes, a lot of stuff that was an issue is now fixed. We have, obviously, coins are not going to be in a separate stack anymore. We got some NPCs teleporting. That's kind of gone, even though I did still see some of it, but that's okay. What's it called? Just overall, just issues, small little quest issues. You can see time to hunt quest was fixed a little bit. All that. Sorry, I can't go over all of it. Like, my voice is already hurting, so excuse me. But it is what it is. Now we have updated increased building limits for the settlement, village, town, and city development statuses. Good. Keep increasing those. People, when the game first came out, the limits were very, very restrictive, but it's good that they keep raising them. Then we have field workers now take the seeds and grains from a chest in the barn. Okay, cool. Then we have change values for few last buildings and farming technology, barn 3 and food storage 3. Okay, so change values of the technology that you need to access this. Okay, makes sense. We have minimal item weight is now 0.01, so items like arrows are now heavier. Alrighty. So, okay. They've changed look of item description in inventory and trading, rendering optimization, good to see. Visibility of ghosts during construction, and destruction is limited by range. Okay, so if you're out of range, you can't see that stuff. That makes sense. More language updates, very good to see. French, Turkish, Ukrainian, Hungarian, and Russian. Always good to see. It obviously brings more players to the game. Then we have only players' villages are visible on map. Other NPCs are visible only if they have a quest or target of talk goal. Okay. I feel like that's already how it was, but I guess they updated it further. Then we have system optimizations. Always good to have more optimization. We have field management. Colors should now be better for people with color blindness. Okay, that's good. You know, a lot of people do have. Okay, that's good. Yeah. I like how they always like cater to the players, right? With the languages, obviously with this, very good to see. You know, you had some gamepad stuff up here as well. Very good to see. In building assignments tab, the hotkeys for increasing or decreasing power can be held, so the values will keep changing. Okay. I don't know exactly what that means, but in building assessments tab, the hotkeys for increasing or decreasing power can now be held. Oh, okay. So it's not like a slider. It's like a slider that you can hold and kind of increase. You can kind of like drag it this way, drag it that way. Okay, that's a small little fit. Cool. Then we have a zooming map with a mouse wheel. Good quality of life. Traps are now visible in main map category. Okay, so you can see where your traps are at if you lost them. Increased and unified buckets weight. Okay, so buckets will weigh more now. Buying animal system is now like assigning them to a building through animal details. Yep, so pretty much whenever I bought the horse, it told me to find a stable to put it in, which I did not have, which was very upsetting, but there it is. Then we have temporary item capacity is not taken into consideration while calculating item price. Items capacity is not taken into consideration. Okay. You have character optimizations, more rocks and low foliage on the terrain, mainly in mountains. Increase some resources amount required for lavish meal quest. Okay. Some NPCs from villages wearing professional clothes in new game. Profession clothes. Okay, so like whatever they actually do with their clothes will kind of match up to what they do. Okay. Moving and zooming map using mouse. More quality of life. Throwing rocks auto-equip on throws like spears. I always like how they auto-equip stuff, especially like, let's say you're chopping down a tree. Your axe breaks. Whenever you make a new axe, it goes back into that same place where the old axe was. A lot of games don't do that, and I do appreciate that they put stuff like that in. They have size and look of inputs on UI. Okay, those are updated. Then we have filling the bucket with water automatically re-equips another bucket. Again, see these little quality of life changes, they go a long way. Threshing floor workbench has an improved model. Animals are in knowledge. Okay. Fish and spear damage is now reduced. I'm guessing it was very powerful. And animals can now take fall damage. There it is. Overall, they delivered. They said they were going to bring riding and farming changes, and I think they brought a good substantial amount of changes. Very good to see. That's going to do it for me. You know, my voice, I'm about to cough so much. Oh my god. But hey, I'll be fine in a couple of days. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Ask me any questions, any concerns, and like always, stay safe.